So, so the teaser at the end of the X-Men episode. Did y'all catch that or no?
No, what you talking about?
Remind me.
When Apocalypse was, this is after the end of the episode where everybody gets blinked into their different locations. Apocalypse shows up and says something about, "Oh, so much pain, my children. So much pain, my children." And he has a card in his hand, and when the dust blows off, the card reveals a Queen of Hearts. It's something in his hand. It's a Queen of Hearts. So in the comic book series, when Gambit dies, Apocalypse actually comes back and brings him to life and makes him one of the four horsemen of death. So that was the nod. That was the nod to Gambit coming back into the series. Because if you remember, I believe it was in the previous episode or two previous episodes when Gambit died, Charles Xavier, when he went to the astral plane, remember he was in the classroom and he saw Gambit's body go really big and then Gambit turned into a skeleton. That was supposed to be a foreshadowing of Gambit coming back into the series as one of the four horsemen of death.
That's dope. I mean, I figured it would happen, and that's a more satisfying way of it happening than for them to just run the clock back, you know. So that's cool.
But I kind of like it though. Like I would have been okay if they didn't have any kind of plans to bring Gambit back because there's so many characters within the X-Men universe. Like they can literally reach into a bag and pull it out and have a great storyline with it that involves other people.
I really wish this was fresh though, man, because I'm trying to remember how it.
The episode actually started, remember, with...
it picked up right after he liquefied Wolverine.
Right, so after he liquefies Wolverine, they take Wolverine back onto the X-Wing, and he's recovering. Now they're battling with the idea... with the idea of destroying... Was it the meteor, right, from crashing on Earth,
yeah,
and it's crazy because it actually shows you like how powerful Magneto is compared to everybody else. Scott had to come up with a plan with Storm, Jean, literally the whole entire X-Men team to stop this asteroid from hitting Earth, causing cataclysmic damage. Magneto comes out and says, "I am Magneto," comes out and then just zoom. Stops the whole thing because of his electromagnetism, and they go back like that. That was crazy. First off, and did y'all actually catch the hints when they went and they were looking at all the different cameos with Spider-Man and Mary Jane, the Iron Man, Captain America? So when they actually flashed to them when they're inside the White House and they open up the file for Magneto, if you look at it, if you pause it and look at the left side of it, it actually lists the names of all the previous people who played as Magneto in the different verses. So the X-Men Days of Future Past, Eric, what's his name? Eric, whatever his name is.
Fassbender.
Yeah, that name was listed. It was like 3 or 4 different names listed as aliases that he goes by. I thought that was incredible detailing with that piece.
And you know, I had a feeling because when I saw the stats, I was like, I bet it's an Easter egg in here, but I'm not gonna pause it.
You're not gonna rack your brain about it.
I felt it. I felt like I wouldn't be able to identify it, and honestly, I probably wouldn't have caught that it was the actor's name. Maybe if I saw the Fassbender name.
Yep.
But everybody else, I don't remember their name for sure.
Man, it's been good, man. And then like when they all like the flight, remember they said somebody they felt like somebody caused that incident to happen, and that it wasn't just random. Who do y'all think might have pulled that off?
What incident?
About them being thrown across time and space.
Apocalypse.
Toward the end of, you think it was Apocalypse?
I don't see who else it could be, or like knowing like who does Apocalypse answer to anybody? He's a top dude, right?
Yeah.
So he's one of the major villains. He has celestial powers and stuff, but I don't think there's anybody pulling like his movements and actions from behind the scene like a puppeteer.
Yeah, me neither.
So I wouldn't necessarily know about that, but it's interesting though that the storylines that they got to. So the first group, they get flinged back to the past with the young Apocalypse. and Jean and Scott gets fleeing towards the future. Come to find out, the boy that shows up at the end of the episode where Jean are looking at is actually Cable. That's the young Cable that they actually sent off in the previous episodes to the future. And the lady that's actually over I think it was the Askani, if I'm not mistaken, Askani Ashanti, that tribe of people. That's actually that's Jean and Scott's daughter from an alternate universe.
Oh shit. That's dope.
It's Jean and Scott's daughter from an alternate timeline. So like it's
would it be an alternate timeline or just a more further timeline? Like they had Nathan send him off to the future, and then later on in life they had a daughter.
No, I believe she's from a different timeline. Because,
okay, got it.
Because she's older now. If I read it correctly, she's from a different.
Saying though, like timeline.
Yeah.
All of this stuff happened, and then they're jumping across. But he's talking about like an actual different
reality. Yeah.
Different reality.
Yeah, my bad. I should have said reality. It's a different reality, not different timeline.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw that. I'm stoked. So I finally got my old man to start watching it. He was like, "I don't know, man.
Old people, bro.
They're kind of everywhere with it." I said, "Well, what episode are you on?" He said, "Well, I just got to the part where, Storm lost her powers." I said, "Okay, I can understand how you're feeling. I felt that kind of way,
Yeah.
But just give it some time, brother. It's gonna turn up, and you're gonna be like." Wow, he was like, but man, they brought back Sinister, Stave already taking care of. I said, but hey, it's a continuation. It's not a brand new series. It's not brand new material. It's a continuation,
which I fully respect them for.
Of the previous series.
Don't reboot us.
Yeah, it's not a reboot. It's they're pushing they're pushing the story forward.
Yeah, you can improve. Still working with the original. I love that they've proven that that's a possibility.
Yes. Do we know they've been approved for season 2 quite yet?
Yeah.
2 and 3. Most definitely.
Yeah, 2 and 3 have been approved. And 2 is in the final stage of production.
I thought they said they're like more than halfway done with animating season 2. Something like that.
I thought they were like in the last process. Yeah.
Okay. Sick.
Like they've been working this whole time that we've been getting the weekly releases, which is, in my opinion, is how shows should work like that. Like,
but they gotta have the funding though to do it beforehand. They gotta get the sign off, which is crazy because they don't know if it's gonna be worth it or not. So that's the risk those studios are taking.
I don't know if I'm creating a television show, I'm making 2 to 3 seasons without approval. Period. Like worth of material, especially like if you're doing something like this, like it's X-Men. Yes,
this is guaranteed.
It's proven, man.
All
like
you have to do is keep everybody happy.
Yep. So I would keep making it. I wouldn't wait. But I feel like they had approval for season 2 after like the 3rd episode. It came pretty quick, if I'm not mistaken.
And again, it's fair because it's X-Men. Like, it sucks that even with it being almost done, they'll probably still wait. You think they'd still wait the year to release it? I feel like they would.
I think they would wait long enough they would find a pocket where there's no other shows really going on. Maybe something like, because I think all the new summer shows are about to start up here in the next couple of weeks. You have the new Game of Thrones coming out. You have a couple of series. The new Lord of the Rings on Amazon Prime is coming back out with the new season. All the summer big time shows are coming out now. So I'm sure they'll probably wait till like, I think in first of the year, or they might shock us and drop it in like winter. If you think about it, sales, toys, licensing, merch would be
nice.
would be a good play.
So I'm reading here that they had the green light for season 2 before they even aired. So it's just a stanza. It says, in fact, Marvel hit the jackpot with an early green light for X-Men 97's second season, cutting down on the typical wait time that often follows the success of a show's debut season. Winterbaum added, because the studio wants to see how successful the first season is before they greenlight the second season, there's a lag. We were lucky enough to get the green light before we aired, so there's maybe less of a lag. People are just going to have to be patient with us. Let's see. Yep.
Is there an expected timeline?
I'm still researching. So the season 2 maybe in 2024. Studio is still fine-tuning the quality.
Take your time. Don't be like that show on Prime.
Which show on Prime? Are you talking about?
I'm not gonna give it.
On Invincible, bro?
Oh, you said it.
No, honestly, if you talking about Invincible, let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it.
Please.
First of all, it was like I couldn't talk about it because everyone I wanted to talk about it with, they waited till every episode was out.
Yes, exactly.
And once everyone had seen, it was just like, we had
This?
an Invincible discussion. So let's talk about it. So you were obviously dissatisfied.
I was dissatisfied with the rollout. Like, I had all this anticipation, I had all this curiosity, and then for them to drop a 4-episode, like, it's very reminiscent. Were you a big Attack on Titans fan?
I was, but I'm not gonna lie, like they lost me. Like I need to finish Attack on Titan.
Okay, were you watching it when it was coming, like the last season that came out?
Yeah,
and the only
not.
Okay.
All those shenanigans is just like, oh, okay, all right, nope, not watching. All right, I'm not
So
watching
that's
it.
basically what happened with Invincible. Same scenario. Like, I was hyped for it.
Yeah.
Then you drop 4 episodes and we have to wait. Well, it's like I forget. Now I have to go back and rewatch. Now that's more time invested.
Yeah.
And then it's like I don't really want to go back and rewatch. I'm good kind of where I left off without really knowing the further details.
Yeah.
Because I've lost all interest in the show now.
And they didn't hit hard enough.
To justify.
Like,
Juice, you owe me a soda.
like they were right there.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying? And one thing that was like, okay, this supposed to be the big reveal of just like
of the season?
Because the whole like stop holding back. It's just like, has he really been just holding back this whole time? Like, do you really have more in the tank? And you just been about to get murked multiple times? Like,
Multiple times, like the whole season.
because I was like, where's his power up going to come from that's going to make this show make sense that he can stand up to these guys?
It's becoming a drag at this point.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not understanding.
But see, if they had dropped it all at once, there's something about cohesion, like a flow of things. Like you're able to digest it better. You're able to follow it better. You're able to understand. Versus, it's like studying for a math test, right? Like you read half the chapter one day, then 2 days later you read the rest of the chapter. Then you wait a week to do the homework. Like, that's 2 weeks of span of new information going into your brain. That's not that particular problem. So your recollection, your neurons aren't triggering in a way for you to like follow that and understand that. So I don't know, I was really disappointed in that.
Okay, here we go. Brad Winterbaum was asked if he could give an idea of when in 2024 the world may get season 2 on Disney Plus. As X-Men 97 season 2 is in production, Winterbaum gave the following update on this new season in regards to its release. Something we learned in animation, where I learned in animation that has been very well known for animators for decades, is that there's a season 1 and 2 lag because the studio or network wants to see how successful the first season is before they greenlight the second season, and it takes so long to make anything animated that it often causes a pretty significant delay. In fact, Invincible did a great bit in their second season. They go to a fake Comic-Con and explain it to the audience, which I thought was hysterical. We were lucky enough to get a green light on the second season before we wrapped the first season because of the quality of the show. I wish it could come out tomorrow. The reality is, it just takes time, and we want to make it as good as it can possibly be. So, maybe not.
Winner.
Honestly,
I'm
be a nice top of the year thing though.
You know. Oh man.
Nice January 3rd release or something. I don't know.
Blast into the new year with the X-Men.
All right. Okay.
See, like that promo line.
Okay.
Like that tag.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
That score.
promo, know what I'm saying?
Slight plug. But else, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to other seasons. It's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be, because I was just thinking, like, what's gonna be the next show that we all cover as a group? There's a lot of stuff out there that's really good that's coming back.
It really is, bro.
Like, I'm really looking forward to the new season of Lord of the Rings, where they found out about Sauron, the creation of the rings.
Right. I haven't seen Rings of Power.
Yeah.
Yes.
You haven't seen Rings of Power?
Brother, you
Oh.
are missing out on
I
a
started Loki though.
brother. He said he started Loki.
Started.
Started Loki. Not. I'm watching.
Hey, man. I mean, I am watching Loki, but
How far have you gotten?
episode 4,
Okay.
What you think about it so far?
it's nice. It's top notch. It's good stuff. But
Wow.
It made me ask questions about other things.
Wow.
Like,
But also the answers are already there. Cause just like, how did they not get involved? Cause what are they called? The TVU.
TVA.
TVA.
So how did they not get involved with Avengers? It was like, oh, that's part of the sacred timeline. I guess they was, they got clearance.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for you to get through this show.
Oh man. Oh buddy. Buddy.
Oh man. Wow.
It's gonna do this.
Wow. You're gonna hit the Owen Wilson. Wow.
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 Oh, wow.
Okay.
We gonna see, man. I mean, it's been a good ride so far, but it's definitely.
Oh, that last season was so.
Yeah.
Bro, just power through it if you can.
I've got like categories that I put shows in, and Loki definitely falls on that. You need to be paying full attention.
Full attention.
Yeah, like I can't watch it while I'm washing dishes.
No.
Clothes,
Yeah, because you will miss something.
Yeah, bro.
A key piece of dialogue. Yeah, it's definitely one of them.
And it's hard. Like shows like that is like that time is usually either anime time or let me actually get on the game since I can like
You actually do this.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like so that's where I usually spend those seconds of time.
Probably my HelloFresh delivery. Food.
My Hello Fresh with cold Third Coast. No, we ain't there yet.
Go ahead, guys. If you want to jump in with us.
Fresh,
Yeah.
hit us up.
Yeah, just got a fresh delivery.
Of that pack.
How has that been going, man?
It is an adjustment period because I don't cook like that.
So now stuff has just been like stacking up, kind of.
A little bit. There have been some meals where I didn't make. So it's like, you really gotta be cooking to get your money's worth and not wasting. But food's good. So, and I've got a lot of recipes now. So whenever I just want to cancel,
Impress the ladies.
just pull out a sheet, buy the ingredients, and
So it probably would be fire in our house then. 'Cause we do try to cook.
oh yeah, y'all would kill that.
Yeah.
You would kill that.
It just sucks because then we have to also pay that premium on the amount because more people. So that's going to affect the pricing too.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
I mean, how much do y'all spend on groceries?
probably I want to say a good like 300. So maybe like 100 a week might make it balance out. 'Cause I would say 300 gets us through most of the month, and then we'll like do stuff sparingly until we'll do another 300 drop. But yeah, about 400, 450, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can get away with something. 'Cause mine is 80 a week, and I get servings for 8. So it's 4 meals, but like 8 servings. That makes
Okay,
sense.
gotcha. Like 2 servings of each meal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then they have you can tell them like I'm serving for this many people, or whatever.
Yeah, I definitely want. I can't wait to start doing. I said I told Ray I was gonna sign up whenever I get my spot finally. Do like two, maybe 2-3 meals, 2-4 meals.
Dude, that's funny. Like we have this list of stuff that, like, oh, we're not gonna do that till we move, till we have another spot. It doesn't make sense to start in this apartment. Like the list just keeps piling up.
You know, it's crazy because like my old man was like, "Well, why don't you just start it now?" And it's like, because I don't have everything that I need here to feel comfortable to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you're just not in a. It's not a matter of do I want to do it. It's a lot of times it's the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the times it's the environment or the tools and resources available to you to be able to do that. So I feel like once you're in that right place, it's easy to do. Because I see how much I spend on food every day throughout the week. It's like, man, that could be cut like in half. So, but yeah, man, that Rings of Power is coming out. The new game, House of Dragons.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
That's coming out.
You know, I started watching Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone.
What is that about?
So Dr. Stone.
Oh yes, the anime. Yes.
Everybody got turned into like stone statues.
Petrified.
Yeah, the whole human race. But then slowly people started, getting released, whatever. And then this scientist dude, he finds the elixir to be able to release people from the stone, and he's like bringing science back to the Stone Ages. So like fire, the wheel, like all that shit has to happen again.
Making coffee.
Yeah,
Like,
so he's like putting them on and like trying to expand his reach to get people to help him.
So do they not have memory of their life before turning into stone?
So there's a whole generation of people. Like, so yes, people that were alive, they got turned to stone. But there are people that got released so early that there are generations that have been living, like this is their only way of life. They don't know anything pre-petrification.
Got it.
Yes. So those people, as of now at least, of what I know, outnumber the people that were from the past by a ton. Like, it's a lot of them.
Okay.
how far have you made it into it? I started watching it with my niece back in the day, but I enjoyed it. But at the same time, I was like, okay, when is this going to pick up? When is it going to introduce some adversity?
Oh, there's definitely adversity. I mean, it doesn't get to any, like, it's not a, shonen beat.
Right.
And they don't throw hands like that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
do throw hands impressively. Like, I was like, oh, they actually do fight in this joint.
Oh yeah,
'cause,
so like there's like some serious plot development.
yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Like,
because at first I was like, oh, it's gonna be like very elementary-ish in a way of.
And that's the thing too, because Dr. Stone is one of those animes where I would put on the great example block of it makes a huge difference if you watch this in English or if you watch this in its original language with subtitles. bro, if you watching in English, it is super childish.
And I probably think that was my issue.
Bro, but
I was listening to it in English.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
When you watch it in Japanese, though,
It's nice. The voice actors are pretty good.
Bro, it's perfect. The tone is nice, and it makes like, I mean, because you gotta really think, like hearing because you know how they do the voice.
Yeah, bro. I'd be like, oh my gosh. She's like, yay, let's go this direction. And it's like, that's not really what he said, but okay.
But not even that. It's like, one of the things was like, this dude, he wanted to be a fighter or whatever, and he needed to fight for them. But it's just like, oh, you know what? I just realized something. Your face be looking funny when you throw this blow. It's like, are you okay? It's like, oh, I do suffer from the fuzzy sickness curse. Like, fuzzy sickness curse. But, it sounds like that in English.
Right.
But when you hear it in Japanese, but basically, dude couldn't see, and they hadn't adopted glasses. Nigga made him some glasses, cold as fuck, whooping ass. Yeah, dog. Like,
okay,
but
yeah.
hearing it in English, it sounds corny. But when it's in Japanese, it puts you in there. It's like, oh,
The translation kind of loses its effect and meaning.
yeah, man.
Okay, I'm gonna put that on as my walking around. Is that one of those shows you categorize as you have to sit down and pay attention to, or would you say it's more of a casual watch?
I flip between the two because I will watch it in English while I'm doing something, but then I'll flip to whatever when I'm focusing. But Demon Slayer is like that, bro. Demon Slayer does not hit as a horror if you watch it in English.
In English, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
It's just a really good Saturday morning style.
Yeah.
Week to week, but you watching in Japan, bro. Bro.
Ray, you still haven't gotten into Demon Slayer?
No, sir.
Bro.
One Piece has spoiled me.
Well, I mean,
If it's not that quality, it's hard for me to lock in.
One Piece is the only show that's like it.
I was about to say, you can't.
Like,
I know.
You can't really compare it to anything.
It just is what it is. I just can't.
You can't really.
I can't get past it mentally. I mean, at least I recognize it. I know. I'm not blind to the fact that it's the One Piece curse, but I don't know, man. I've been trying. I mean, I got through Chainsaw Man. That was quick.
Okay, Demon Slayer is tremendously better than Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I think I would agree.
Tremendously better.
I would have to agree.
And that's what I'm saying too. Like, cause you say the One Piece curse, but it's like we're serving you the best of the best, though. Like, Demon Slayer's up there, bro.
Bro, like even like, cause now they got like three
Okay.
or four solid seasons out now.
I got an idea.
Okay.
So everybody got homework.
Okay.
So I'm gonna watch Demon Slayer. That's gonna be my show. Dane, what's your show that you haven't seen anything of?
Y'all got to assign it, I guess. So
Okay.
far, what I'm aware of is Rings of Power.
Boom, that's your show.
Rings of Power.
Rings of Power. Because you're already watching Loki, so
Right.
you're already in there on that. Rings of Power, that's your show. Ryan, let's see.
Yeah, Ryan, what don't you watch?
Bro, I watch quite a bit. I actually started this new show on Hulu. Not sure if y'all are aware, but there is this new Power Rangers style anime.
It's out. It's finally out, bro.
It's out. It's on Hulu.
I've been
And the premise of the show gives me the Boys feeling, where you have superheroes are acting like they're actual superheroes, but truth is they're horrible degenerates. Like it's the opposite spin. And with this show, it's kind of the same thing, but it turns out they had these invaders come to the Power Rangers homeland, and the Power Rangers ended up kicking all their bosses' butt. They died, but their minions, they come back to life once they're dead. So they die, they come back to life. And so they set up an agreement between them and the Power Rangers for them to attack the Earth every Sunday, and they made a huge production out of it. They sell tickets to it. You can come to it. They come and invade. The Rangers defeat them. But they do this They've been doing it for the last 10 years. All of a sudden, one of the minions gets tired of it and doesn't return back to the ship, but stays on Earth and mimics being a human and enrolls into the Power Ranger Academy.
Okay. Cause yeah, I was like,
So that's basically the premise of the show, and they're trying to get that get back. So you're looking at it from the storyline is being kind of really being told from the lens of the minions, but the draw in I feel like was the Power Ranger aspect, because they got the Black Ranger, the green one, pink, red, but it's pretty good. And I'm trying to decide if I want to watch it dubbed or subbed. So far, I can't decide. I'm 2 episodes in. So, yes, I will love to provide you guys with some good updates on that.
Cool. Well, we got to think of a show that you have not seen.
Oh, that's the one I have not seen.
You said you started watching that, right?
I'm on episode 2. I just got to episode 2.
I get what Ray is saying.
But we haven't seen that either.
Right, because that's how, like, Loki, I had started Loki, but that can't count as my...
Yeah, and then y'all also seen Demon Slayer, so it's like so it has to be something that we've seen that you haven't seen.
Oh, okay. What have y'all seen that I haven't seen?
You gotta tell us what you haven't seen first.
You gotta go down the list there, buddy.
I'm about to say, that's weird.
Yeah, you gotta go down the list. You gotta go anime. You wanna go anime? Probably not anime. I've probably seen.
Tell me the things that exist that you don't exist, that we don't exist, that...
All right.
Well, y'all know. Well, I like when you put I like action shows. Have y'all ever seen? Oh no, I can't. It's shows that I've watched. Have y'all ever seen a show called Last Ship? Or like those ABC daytime shows that come on like in the afternoon. That's pretty good. You know, like those afternoon type style shows, like SWAT, or like the ones that come on like ABC. Like on.
Have you watched Bel Air?
Yes, I've seen Bel Air.
Bel Air would've been a good one for me.
And no, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
We can get into it.
We're gonna talk about that one day. Not today. I want to excoriate you today for not being a Fresh Prince of Bel Air fan.
Well, we whenever you're ready.
Not today. We can talk about that another day. I'm trying to think of shows you haven't seen.
Anything.
What about My Adventures with Superman?
I watched it. I know the new season just came out.
What about Superman and Lois?
Some of the live action.
Yep.
No, I've never seen that.
Well,
What's Super?
You've seen it, right?
nope.
What?
What's it
It
called?
was actually good.
called
Superman and Lois. Good in what aspect?
You said what?
Good in what aspect?
Good in story,
Mm-hmm.
and display of power in the fights for a serial weekly show. Effects. Good in... Oh, the acting chops were pretty good. It was cool. Shit.
But you like The Flash.
I used to like I think everybody liked the Flash up to a point, bro. Like Flash was fire until it wasn't. Like once they started doing all the musicals and stuff, when they started losing people.
Bro, I enjoyed The Flash.
Thank you.
I enjoyed the Arrow.
I never liked it.
I enjoyed the Arrow.
I did too. The Arrow's what killed it for me.
You know what I haven't seen that I've always... Have y'all seen Black Lightning?
Nope.
You have?
I'm gonna tell you what it was, bro. Smallville, I was so locked in on Smallville. Like locked. Just waiting for that man to like step into the Superman role. And he never did the whole show. Like he never flew. Like
He never flew?
No, they showed like a glimpse of him flying off at the end of the last episode.
So this is...
Actually, it wasn't even that. He was running on the roof, and he opens his shirt, and it's the Superman symbol, and then that was it. And it's just like,
So is this following him through high school or college?
high school, after high school, he's working at the Daily Planet. Like, yeah. And just, yeah.
Then what's the storyline if you don't see him use his powers?
I mean, he uses powers. He just doesn't fly. Like, they make it seem like it's something that he hasn't developed yet. Like, with time, it'll develop. So, like, in the show, when the show first starts, it's like, okay, he's strong. But then all his other powers start to show themselves, like his X-ray vision and super hearing, and stuff like that.
Okay, so it's more.
So
like
then and then the whole show is like he just leans on those powers: super hearing, the speed, the strength, the invulnerability, and the heat vision. That's it. No flying. And for me, it's like that's the main thing with Superman's his flight. And he can't fly, and he doesn't fly the whole show. So that already left a sour taste in my mouth. Then the Arrow comes out, and I'm like, okay, cool. Good show about Green Arrow, who is a very underrated member of the Justice League. I like his character.
Agreed.
And I like the show to a point. It got to a point where it was just like, y'all just throwing in a whole bunch of people, and everybody's going, which, I don't know, bro. Like, the storyline just started to it just started to become too jumbled for me, like hard to follow. It wasn't good quality anymore. So then after that, when the Flash came, I was like, I'm not even doing this anymore with DC. All the Gotham, all them shows, bro. I did not watch
Gotham was great.
I didn't watch a single one.
Well, I feel like they need to learn when to cut it off. You know, I feel like when you start pushing it to that 6th season, like, bro, like, come on now. 4 to 5, make it great, call it a day. Jump to a different character.
That too. Yeah, that was my biggest thing with Arrow, bro. I just kept going. It was like, okay, another conflict. Okay, somebody else is gone evil now. Somebody else has changed their mind about, oh my God, somebody else is about to die. It's just like, when does this end? What is the wrap up? And then they were doing like the cross episodes.
That was weird.
I think they had a Smallville Arrow cross, and they also had a Flash.
Supergirl.
Never watched Supergirl. Never watched Supergirl either.
Yeah,
I watched a little bit, but I was saying she was in the crossover for sure. I think Smallville happened too, but I'm saying I know Supergirl was on there. Yeah, but I like the crossover episode. It was like, oh, that was cool. That actually like brought me back into Flash for a second, but then I was like, yeah, no. But yeah, the Crisis episodes were cool. But I do think that was a fail of thinking that, like, just going with this strategy of these shows can last forever.
Yeah, like it's not possible because one, writers lose interest themselves, so you don't get the same quality of writing when you initially start the show that you have towards the end. You have writers fatigue. You have different producers that come in and out. Different storyboard artists. Like there's things that happen over a course of time. I mean, look at X-Men 97. They've already got rid of old boy. So who's to say that the next person that comes in might want to change the direction of the storyline? Or what if they may not necessarily agree that necessarily would have made it great? So like they just got to be able. I think 4 to 5 seasons is solid, especially if you're putting out 8 to 10 episodes.
And I wouldn't even go there, bro. I wouldn't say writer's fatigue, because if they gave us 8 seasons of great stuff, we would love it. But it's just like when you're working with something that has source material and it has directions that it goes in, you need to just be solid on like your
Interpretation.
Not interpretation, but just how fast you're going to cover this stuff, or how much you're, because that was one thing that Ray said specifically, was like, okay, well, what's our end point? Like, what's the end game? So it's like, keep the source material, Like if they had a different strategy, maybe more like an anime, which makes more sense, I guess, if they did it. I mean that you can do it with an anime, but just like here's this show, which is attached to this source material. Since we're doing this show up to this big event, let's cover all of this, and then boom, like the last season finale is this full feature length, full production value movie, and it's closed out. That would be like great,
That'd be excellent.
but it doesn't like
It doesn't. That usually doesn't.
that would be sick.
Yeah, that'd be dope, bro. Are there any shows that y'all used to watch as a kid that like those edgy kind of comedy shows that like your parents would let y'all watch? I wasn't allowed to watch Family Guy.
Really?
Yeah, I was allowed to watch The Simpsons when it was airing. By the time Family Guy came, I was old enough to kind of watch what I wanted to watch. So I was hip to Family Guy, but The Simpsons definitely. Like growing up, I couldn't watch The Simpsons.
South Park, I couldn't really watch
South Park.
Couldn't watch South Park.
I never had.
I would sneak.
sort of censorship.
I would try to sneak, but it didn't
Say it
work.
again.
I said I never had any sort of censorship with my viewing. Like
How lovely.
I know, right?
Well, I was censored to death. Nigga, my mom would. I couldn't watch Sister at one point. Yeah, because she felt like subject matter was
Out of line.
was too much. And like looking back, it was some episodes where like if I'm 7, 6, 5, you don't want me looking at boyfriend, girlfriend going on a date, kissing, like, or whatever, or even talking about doing drugs. Like, you know, they always sprinkle the episode in there where the kid is tempted. It was stuff like that. Like, she just didn't want me exposed to that stuff. And I was like, I get it.
Honest to God, though, going back into those shows, because you know that's one of those shows that's in Jasmine's rotation when we go to bed, right? It's Sister, like it's Sister, Fresh Prince, like a bunch of those shows. And so this just like going back, it's just like, bro, I didn't realize this was so dark and like
Yeah.
people be like, oh, times are just like, nah. Like watching Fresh Prince now, I was not aware of like a lot of the layers of what was going on.
Like what?
Like as far as like his interactions with women, how he's getting the girls and like alluding to what he's doing. And all that stuff. I didn't understand none of that as a kid.
Right.
Like, you know, like it's like, oh, okay, the girls like him, like gonna make out. But it wasn't like, oh no, he went all the way several times. Like, oh, the whole like, you know, my friend, like my girl's mom came up in Fresh Prince.
Mm. Yeah. I wasn't allowed to watch that either.
Yeah. But see, stuff like that, I just found boring. Like I wasn't censored, but I just wasn't into it.
Got it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't funny, I didn't watch it. Or like action comedy, I kind of stayed away from it. Now, one show I did watch was Moesha.
Oh, all those UPN 20 shows.
Oh, bro,
I was
gold.
all over that.
Gold.
Even Girlfriends. I'm not ashamed to say it, but Girlfriends, One-on-One.
I wasn't allowed to watch that. I was not allowed to watch Girlfriends. I watched One-on-One.
One-on-one.
By the time those shows came in like syndication, I was old enough to watch whatever I wanted to watch.
Gotcha.
But like, and then by the time like Girlfriends, I wasn't interested anymore. But like when it was out, I vividly, my mom would be watching it and like, go to your room, do not come out. What are you doing? Why are you sneaking around? Because I used to sneak. Because you tell me I can't watch something, and I don't want to know why I can't watch it.
Right.
So
What's so bad?
I used
What's
to
so bad about
definitely get up out the bed and sneak and just peek my head around the corner and just watch for a little bit and sneak on back.
it? You had to make sure you had the recall button, the last channel button set to like.
No. I wasn't watching TV.
Right.
She was watching TV and I was in my rooms. I would sneak out
and try to watch
and peek around the corner and watch. Yeah, my TV was off. It was bedtime.
That's funny, man.
But see, what hilarious? Like I wasn't allowed. Like at first, when Grand Theft Auto and all that first came out, I was told I couldn't get it because at the time, my lovely uncle told my father that he could pick up prostitutes. And when he heard that, he said no. So when I would go to Austin and visit, I would play Grand Theft Auto.
Oh my goodness. What was my first experience with Grand Theft Auto?
I had Grand Theft Auto. Thank you. I had Grand Theft Auto. My first Grand Theft Auto was Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories on PSP.
Wow.
Yep.
That was fun. That was my first little taste of Grand Theft Auto because, of course I wasn't allowed to have that.
Yeah.
And then after that, just never played it all the way until Grand Theft Auto 5.
Wow.
You didn't play 4?
Nope.
Wow.
Sure didn't.
Wow.
Because I was so censored from it, I really didn't have a strong interest in it to begin with. Like everybody would talk about, oh, Vice City, oh, but I was like, well, I'm not allowed to play that anyway. So, but then when 5 came out, I was like, okay, cool. I'm old enough. Let's hop on a train. Because I was familiar with the game. Because you had one, right? You had a Grand Theft Auto, didn't you?
Yeah, eventually he let me get it.
Yeah. So I remember playing yours all the time. So when 5 came out, I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll hop on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now I'm hooked. I need that 6. That 6 need to come out ASAP.
It's funny. I just do it. I just wear them down until they be like, yeah, okay, fine, sure. It's not that bad.
I'm still trying to think about my first time seeing it. But yeah, but Vice City was definitely my first one. And I don't know how I had, easily had access. But, I mean, they never stopped me.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? And this is completely random. But remember, those Game Informer magazines and stuff that used to come out?
Absolutely. Love them.
Oh, man. I used to sign up so quick when they asked me, hey, you want to sign up?
They still release them.
They still release them?
Yeah. Game Informer is definitely still a
I
thing.
get them digitally. I don't get the paper.
Wow.
You can get the paper one, though, right?
You can,
Yeah.
It's an upgrade.
It's still, yeah.
It costs more money.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy. Now,
It still comes out, bro.
Wow.
I love Game Informer.
Me too.
I used to have them stacked. I was collecting them.
Collecting them, bro, like it was
It's
decoration.
just not a lot of good games that come out anymore to justify me reading them consistently.
No, I mean the media wasn't what it is today.
What it is today.
You were literally depending on Game Informer to tell you if a game was gonna be good or not.
Facts.
Yo, that's crazy. We did.
Big facts.
Now we go to
I've heard
YouTube.
about this game coming out, but is it good? Can't find out next time on Game Informer.
And I was like, and just the layout of all the sections, bro, it's just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect magazine.
Really is, and then you had the feature in the middle.
Yeah, bro.
It had 4 or 5 pages of just artwork and description and
Yeah, bro. I remember clear as day, Advent Rising, bro. That was the feature, the title, game. You remember Advent Rising?
I do. As soon as you said it, I was like, dang, that a memory unlocked.
Bro, I pre-ordered it. I bought it. That was
a space game, right?
Yes, it was with the aliens.
With the aliens, it was like a star or like a
yes.
I'm like a try
that's the one.
try to think. See, I told you, bro. Memory, my brain went.
Bro, that was one of the most beautiful games I ever played.
Advent Rising,
I made a childhood vow that at the moment that I'm rich and can afford it, I'm putting the squad together to remake that game because it deserves to be remade, and the trilogy that it was supposed to be deserves to be played out. So
it's on Steam right now to be played.
Yeah, the original, yeah.
Yeah,
it's still out there. Okay. But it needs a remake, and Yeah, bro, it was sick, bro. If you play it, however y'all can.
You know what? Other game is random that was really, really good.
What's that?
It was a 007 game.
GoldenEye?
No. I mean, GoldenEye, that's classic.
I was about to say I knew.
But it was 007, Everything or Nothing.
Everything or Nothing. What generation is that?
PlayStation 2.
That was the second one.
GameCube.
Yeah.
I had it on GameCube.
Okay.
So it was James Bond, but it was in third person. So it was like you had to like stealth.
Yeah.
Like it was like Metal Gear.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
007. Oh, it was sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that game was so good, bro. That game was so good.
Hey, you know what game went off? Because you made me think about good trademark games, right?
I got you.
Bro, oh my God.
Sorry. Go for it.
Oh, dang. That actually messed me up. I ain't gonna lie. Trademark games. Oh, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on PlayStation 1.
Never played it.
Oh.
Never got a chance to play it.
Oh, that was so good. Like, honestly, how Hogwarts Legacy plays, that's kind of the main gist. And then there were just like a lot of like mini games for all the different, complexities. Like how there was the chess game. Like that was a real, like for the challenges for the Sorcerer's Stone at the end of the book.
Yeah.
So like the chess game, you really played the chess game. And like it was just like a button mash thing for something. I don't know. It was
Got you.
It was dope, bro. That was a good game.
Man, I found a video real quick. I want to show y'all.
Okay.
Is it Ninja Raiden? Champions of Norath was another good one.
Yes.
Champions of Norath.
So,
This game is meant to be a movie, starring Pierce Brosnan in his final role as James Bond. It's a continuation of 2002's movie. Look, this game's action-packed. It's got a ton of real actors and their likeness. And overall, it's just a high-budget jamboree. Let's dive on into it. Fellow with a hat and glasses. Opportunity to stop. Because they're so busy killing each other, I can just slide in and pick them off one by one, like they were lice on the head of a small child. I'm gonna keep this part brief because here's the case. Now that it's in my possession, I gotta make like a chip and get out of here. Unfortunately, this fighter jet's looking to prevent that. And just like that, mission successful. But none of that really mattered, because this is where the real plot begins. When Oxford scientist Dr. Katya Nadanova is to destroy all the nanobot prototypes. Now, I don't know if blowing up the building first...
This shit was so live.
I didn't specify her exact elevation, but this is a game...
It's my favorite part.
I rappelled down the crumbling foundation, shooting bad guys from the Y-axis, and avoiding fire like I just blew out the candles before bed.
oh, I remember this, bro.
Upon reaching ground
Did it come
level,
out?
we see
You said it came out on
Katya Nadanova
PlayStation?
features
PlayStation 2, Xbox, and
It's time
GameCube.
for a train chase.
I do
So I hopped on my
remember
high-tech
It is looking
motorcycle
good,
and
too.
took
That's the
top
crazy
speed.
part.
You actually get 2 vehicle options in this mission. It took me until editing this to realize I didn't notice the invisible SUV in the opening frame. But that means it worked, so I'm not complaining. With many missiles at my disposal, I was able to cut through the sandy terrain untouched. And with no time to spare, catch the train and enter the caboose.
Bro, this shit was so live. So live, bro. And there was always stealth options. Like you could always go through certain parts stealthily.
Tearing things apart, it's Jaws, the shark.
It looks good.
A big strong guy with a mouth full of metal. I was half dead at this point, with no ammo, so I raised my fists and got all up in his grill like a cheeseburger. Comment down below if you're a shark. Anyways, moving forward, we find and rescue Nadanova. But look out, the general is getting away with the nanorobots. I'm not exactly sure what kind of guy gets wacky and wild very quickly. Looks like he went...
But yeah, I'm trying to get to like a stealthy mission.
and get away just in time.
And you do a lot of like the same things too, like a lot of that rappel stuff. It was very fun because all James Bond games before then were first person shooters, so to have a third person and then to incorporate like cover and shooting from cover and then stealth.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was fun.
Man, I remember playing Gears of War, having blast.
That's the only reason why I still want an Xbox. The only reason. That and Halo, but more so Gears of War. If they ever bring that back,
They are.
just take my money.
They are, bro. There's no way.
Because I need that in my life, bro. I need that kind of carnage in my life. That kind of banter between teams. Like you can't get that nowhere else, bro. Chainsawing somebody.
Right. It was so balanced. It was so personal. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, running up on somebody, bro. Not even somebody running up on you, like roll out the way, tag their ass with the grenade.
Oh yeah. Or the sawed off shotgun. Get close enough, it's a one shot. Yeah, take the whole frame off. I used to love that, bro. I used to love that game, man.
Lovely. Yeah, I mean, like, cause everything was satisfying. It wasn't like, oh, this gun sucks. You know what I'm saying? Everything had
a purpose. You just had to know how to use it.
Yeah.
We used to play that with Co-Wright.
Mm-hmm.
Daily.
The glory days.
The glory.
Yeah, cause see, y'all still play Call of Duty. I think I refuse, bro. I be thinking every time, be like, oh, maybe if I actually bought it, put some time in, it's like.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I've been playing Call of Duty since
100% what it is.
Way back when.
You can't stop playing something and then think you're gonna be good when you're playing against people that never stopped playing.
Yeah,
you gotta just get back into it, and it's gonna take a minute. But if you play consistently and you play with teammates,
you'll get good.
You get good. Because like what we do, like one thing we do to warm up is we go into a private match. We just play against each other, and our skill level is very vast. Like I'm not that great at all, but then the people I play with are pretty decent. Like, they're pretty good. It's like playing against them. Like okay, I'm getting my chops up. All right, cool. So then when I go play against the people of the world, well, I've been playing against these two real good niggas for matches after matches. I'm warmed up. I'm good. I can go.
You pick up little techniques.
So you start doing that like over and over, daily, over and over. You get good again, bro. Get good again, bro. Yeah. At least on my level, and I'm not. I just know how to move well. That's about it.
At least they don't have jetpacks on there right now.
Yeah, Advanced Warfare was something like I was like, that's where I didn't play after. When Advanced Warfare 2 came out, I didn't buy that. I played Advanced Warfare because I was interested. But I was like, oh, this is too much, bro.
A lot of fun.
Which one?
The one with the jetpacks when they went out of space. That one was a lot of fun.
The campaign or the game?
The campaign and the game. I enjoyed it.
When I say game, I mean multiplayer. I should preface that. All right, man. What else we got on the docket?
Man, I was gonna say like, how's life and everything? Cause just kind of like, I don't know. First of all, episode's delayed, but we appreciate you guys joining us.
Yeah, we had a tornado storm come through Houston and knocked out my power for a week, which is just kind of headquarters for now. So it kind of delayed us for a week, but we're back up and running.
Yeah, man. No
safe and sound, right? No loss.
No loss. Just got a big tree in my backyard. Got to call my landlord about, but you know, other than that, should be well. I lost my food. That sucks.
Oh, from the power bill.
Yeah. All my food. All my meats. Pause. All my veggies. I had some juice in there. I had some ice cream in there, bro. It was a strawberry cheesecake. Oh. Ice cream, dog. And I was nibbling on it because, you know, I'm lactose. So I was just, you know, I ain't overdoing it. Just when I got a little taste something sweet, just get a couple spoonfuls. I was enjoying that thing, man. Gone. I had just bought a fresh thing of ice. Like a big bag. Like ice, bro. Just fresh. Gone. So, you know. Well, we back. We in here. HelloFresh just delivered again. So
Shout out Hello Fresh.
you know, we get a new lease on life.
Yeah.
Some fresh food.
Man, I'm just counting down the days. So our last day is Friday, man. I'm off Monday.
Tell us what you tell us what the last day is.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Last day of work, man. Out for the school year.
Ah, you're a teacher.
Yes.
Okay. See.
Out for the school year, so I get the summertime, relax, getting ready to move. So just counting down the days, man. Counting down the
So
days.
you got 1 more week, right? Well, we're 4 more days, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you really counting down the days? You counting down the hours?
And they're half days.
Oh yeah, you counting down the hours?
Yeah.
There ain't no days. It's the hours.
Matter of fact, it's so good. I don't work Monday. I
Yes,
gotta
sir.
give one test Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
I have no classes Wednesday. I'm
Yes,
thinking
sir.
about not even going to work Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Thursday I have to give 2 tests, and
Yes,
then
sir.
Friday, no students. We just got to turn in paperwork and stuff.
Oh, you big chilling.
Yeah, I'm
And then
pretty
it's summertime,
much- summertime.
and the living is eager.
That's what's up.
What you, D?
Oh man, I am just, I don't know, keep pushing. I'm on vacation at the job.
Okay.
It was time. You know what I'm saying?
Took some PTO.
Yes sir, yes sir. 'Cause I was like, oh, you know, with the holiday, let me stretch that out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I go back in next Wednesday. Actually, not even. I'm gonna have to go in Thursday because my gig for next Saturday, they want to do a midday rehearsal on Wednesday
Who you playing with?
with Mason and the Mockingbirds.
Dope.
Yeah. So it'll be Moody and D.
Okay.
Drones. So that's gonna be interesting. Actually, I'm wondering how that'll go. Yeah,
When you say D,
Damone.
Damone. Okay. That's why I was like, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see how it goes.
Sounds like a good time. In the Lord Jesus.
Oh, it's a wedding.
Yeah. Maybe some hors d'oeuvres.
Oh.
Maybe a little rinky drink. A little dancey dance, yes. A little party arty. That's what's up.
Yeah.
What we look like on time?
Yeah.
What we look like on time?
Oh, well, right now we at an hour 14 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's with I just started it when we started, so it's probably more like 45, 50. This is good.
okay.
Playoffs.
Yes. See, Daniel. Now you know we're gonna talk about sports every week.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very few games going on right now. It's real easy to catch up. I mean, real easy to keep up.
Okay.
So right now we in the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals. So pretty much we getting a game every night. One East, one West. So we got the Boston Celtics and the Indiana Pacers in the East. Then we've got the Dallas Mavericks and the Minnesota Timberwolves in the West.
And just pause.
Yes, sir.
Pause 1 second. So first of all, for our listeners, I am sports challenged. That is why Ray's doing this breakdown. Just want to get you out of that background. But when you say we, are you saying the Rockets?
No,
Okay.
I'm saying we as in the sports
fan.
fans.
Okay.
That's what we have going on right now
Okay. I was making sure.
in
I
the
was like, I
basketball
could've sworn-
atmosphere.
could've
Okay,
sworn we was out of there.
so right now both series are 2-0. Boston is up 2-0 on Indiana, and Dallas is up 2-0 on Minnesota. So, that being said, I know me and Ryan had some off the record conversations about the Minnesota Dallas series. I really thought Minnesota was going to handle Dallas, and they're falling short. They're falling just short every game so far. Like, it's been 2 games, and they've had the lead with like a minute and change to go. And Dallas, just with the experience, even though they have the worser record, because I was talking to somebody else too, and I was like, it's going to be an interesting series because to see Minnesota come in as the underdog, and somebody was like, "Are they really the underdog?" Because I think they're the 2 seed, and Dallas is the 5 seed. So they was like, "Are they really the underdog?" I was like, 3-5. Okay, yeah. So I was like, when you have Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic on your other team, yeah, you're the underdog for sure, and it's showing because when it's crunch time and it's time to go win the game, they're making the plays, and Minnesota just isn't. And I think it's because of their inexperience. Like, your team leader is 22 years old. Like, 22-year-olds. Like, and I'm not saying that he's not mature or anything like that. It's just he's 22.
This is his first time ever experiencing
It's his first go around. And you've got Kyrie Irving, who has a championship, and you've got Luka Doncic, who's been there, done that, and is trying to get over that hump. Luka ain't won that. I mean,
yes, he did.
Overseas. Okay.
Yes, he did.
Overseas championships. I'll give validity to that.
Luka's that dude, man.
So yeah, it's been a good game, but it's just like so disappointing for Minnesota because like it be tight, it be tied up, they be up 2, and then it just
up 5.
Bloop, they just flip. They just can't hit shots, and Dallas just do what they do. Luka hit a nasty shot on the defensive player of the year, mind you.
Yeah, and people kept reminding people during all the coverage afterwards that you know that he's a defensive player of the year, right?
Yeah, and so the thing is with that is he's a big man. I think he's 7'1", 7'2". So his stats look good because he's a rim protector. So you have a little guard that gets past their first assignment and they meet Rudy Gobert at the rim. Well, he's 9 times out of 10 gonna get a block, or he's gonna affect somebody's shot or whatever that looks like. But when he comes out to the perimeter play, like when you do a switch or something like a pick and roll, and the defense has to switch, he has to guard somebody on the 3 line where you have more room to move around and do tricks. He can't keep up. So that boy got
slow feet.
He got turned around last night. Luka hit a nasty for the win too, because it was
for the win.
They were down 2, and Luka hit a 3.
Step back,
and then looked that man in the face and said, "Yeah, motherfucker, you can't guard me." He's from Slovenia. You don't even English is his second language.
Like, that's crazy. Had that man doing a twist and slide.
Yeah. And then with the Boston Indiana series, I just think Boston is just showing that. I think it's the same thing though.
Yeah,
Boston. I think it's the exact same thing. It's just Boston just has that experience, and Indiana doesn't. They're a young team. Halliburton is like 24, 25. Yeah,
first time going this deep in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's
the first time. And when
it's his first run.
Time,
period.
Yeah, when it's your first time, you eventually hit a wall. Draymond Green made a comment last night on the TNT show. He feels like he's just hit a wall. He doesn't think the fact that he's tired or anything. It's just when it's your first time experiencing something. This is his first time ever playing this many games ever in his life, in his career. So he might just be burnt out because he looks lethargic in the first and second quarters, but he's giving effort. The man had 9 rebounds. So it's not like he's not in the game doing what he's supposed to do. He's just hit a rookie wall. Not in terms of rookie, in terms of being in the playoffs. It's first time.
Yeah.
And then you got Kyrie and Luka, bro. Being able to close out with the size of Derek Lively, Derek Jones. I mean, Dallas may even have Maxi Kleber playing right now, who's another 6'10" power forward that can shoot and spread the floor and got good feet. So they just, and it's funny, we're going to get a Luka Jason Tatum finals.
You think so? You think this is over? You think Minnesota can't come back?
I told you I had Dallas winning.
Okay, well, we'll see.
I think Dallas is going to win. Now, can I see Dallas giving up one at home? Yeah. That's why I think Dallas will win in 6.
Okay. We'll see.
We'll see, though.
I know Boston's getting through because Porzingis is about to come back this series. So it's
he's coming back?
That's what they say. At some point in this series,
he might as well wait
come back.
and come back.
But that's what I'm thinking. I think he will come back if they need him to come back. I don't think he'll come back if they're up 3-0.
They definitely don't either because they
come back in the finals, Bubba.
Getting waxed. And then Jalen Green made a post last night about how he can't wait for the Rockets next year
to be in the playoffs.
I was like, I'm glad he's taking notice because he has the talent and the capability of turning up. We as a team have.
Well, now he's put expectations on our team, so hopefully he lives up to them. I don't want to hear the fluff. Now that you don't put it out there, because you could have not said nothing, but you put it out there now.
I'm happy. I'm for it.
Okay, well, I don't want no play-ins either. 6 seed. Let's make it happen.
Either we could be a 6 seed.
Let's make it happen. No play-ins. I don't want to be playing in nothing. I want to be playing in the playoffs.
I'm interested to see where the free agents go this year, though. There's talks about PG going to Philly.
You think PG leaving the Clippers?
I want him to for the sake of basketball, but I don't think he's going to, unless he feels like he had his time to, go back home, play, have an opportunity, and maybe he just wants to take a different challenge. But I don't know if he's really happy being there with Kawhi and all that and having to share the rock and not knowing who and who's going to be available. Not to say he hasn't had the perfect bill of health, but at least he tries to be out there. Where I feel like it's more as Kawhi is like preventative care instead of proactive care.
Okay. Well, I'll be interested to see where he goes. I'm looking at the Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell situation. Looking at the
New York. Like, did you see PG going to New York?
No.
They need a
man. They just need Randall healthy.
Nah, bro.
Yeah. Jalen Brunson's doing crazy things. You just need one other person. Your other person was hurt.
He's the only. I have a theory about that. The only reason why he's going crazy is because he has to. There's nobody.
Yeah, because Randall's hurt.
Randall's hurt. Nobody else is on. Well, he also.
It's Randall. Everybody else is an ancillary piece. They're role players. You can't depend on role players to do more than role player things. They just need Randall.
He has to take all the shots.
Right. Because Randall's hurt. So that I don't think they need to go pick out. Okay. In free agency, sure. But I wouldn't trade nobody.
Nobody?
Not to go get nobody, no. You're good enough for what you have.
So they should add.
You should only add. You should not add by subtraction at this point.
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay.
In my opinion, if you're New York, because you haven't seen, you saw what Randall and Anunoby and Brunson got you when they played together, bro. I think they were like 11-1.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just because he was hurt.
The thing is Randall want to stay there.
Of course.
We shall see.
I know I gotta put some money on Dallas just cause.
Oh, you going to Prospects?
Yeah. Well, we can't say their name yet. They ain't paying us.
You got to put the bleep.
Dumb folks, right?
All right, y'all. Well, I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming to chill with us at the third. You can follow us always. Coming with y'all weekly with that heat.
Yeah, man.
About to go get chopped and get in these streets. I was about to follow it up with something else, but I'll leave it for the kids.
I'm definitely about to vibe off an episode of Go Lose a Ranger. I gotta check it out.
Yes,
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, it's different, but it's good. We got.
All right, y'all. Thanks for coming to the Third Coast. Join us next week. As always, be blessed, and we out.